Buzzing with Miss B.
Hello, my name is Chrissy Beltran and I'm with Buzzing with Miss B, and I'm here today to share with you a narrative writing strategy that you can use to intervene with students who are struggling in narrative writing. This strategy is specifically to help students who have an idea for writing but are struggling to get their drafting going because they can't think of what to say. So this lesson can be found in my Narrative Writing Intervention Toolkit for Teachers. This is the Teacher's Guide to Writing Intervention plus the Writing Intervention Strategy Ring, 72 intervention strategy lessons that you can use at any point in the writing process. So let's talk about strategy number 20 for drafting, which is visualize with a quick sketch. Whenever you're working with students who have an idea to write about, but they are struggling to get started, a quick sketch is a great tool to help them figure out what details they can write about. So I'm going to tell you my topic for writing. My topic for writing is a trip that I took with my two of my brothers, Ben and Matt, to Colorado. And we actually went on a canoe on a lake, and it was gorgeous. But I don't know where to start on my writing. So I'm going to write my topic, canoeing in Colorado. And so this is my idea. Now I'm going to draw a quick sketch of what that looked like. A quick sketch is not a masterpiece. We're not going to frame it or put it on the refrigerator. It is only to help me think of details that I can use for my writing. So I'm going to draw the lake and I'm going to draw the canoe. Here's the canoe and here's the lake. As you can see, it does not matter how beautiful it is. There are the three of us in the water. I was in the front because they said the smallest people go in front and I'm like the shortest one. I had my cap on with my ponytail, okay? And then we were rowing. And then my brother Ben was in the middle. And my brother Matt was in the back. And he was kind of grumpy because he couldn't always figure out which way he was supposed to, like which side he was supposed to put his oar on to make the canoe go in the right direction. And he was in the back, so it's kind of important. So I'm kind of drawing a grumpy face on Matthew, which is sort of his normal face. There were these geese that were swimming around, which was kind of really cool to see them. And then over here, there was kind of like a little hilly island sort of thing, and it was covered in insects. There were just flies and mosquitoes everywhere, and so I had a can of off spray, and I said, whenever we got to the island, whenever we actually got there, my brother was like, oh my gosh, there are so many mosquitoes around here. I said, don't worry, I brought off. And they thought that was the funniest thing they ever heard, and now they always say, don't worry, I brought earth. That's how they say it. So I'm going to put that on there. I brought earth, because brothers like to make fun of sisters, right? That's what they do. It was a really sunny day, but it wasn't too hot, so we were okay. It was beautiful. There were other canoes on the water as well, and I was really embarrassed because there was like a young girl with her parents, and I felt like all we were doing was bickering and fighting and arguing about which direction to make the canoe go. So they seemed like they knew a little bit better what they were doing, so it was sort of embarrassing. So these are some details that I can use to write. Oh, we also had life vests on, right? You had to put on your life vest. Okay, these are some details that I can use to help me write a narrative piece about this event. And if I'm stuck, I draw this picture. Now I have lots of details that I can add. I remember the little island with a hill on it. I remember all the insects. I remember the off. I remember my brothers. I remember the life vest. I remember the wildlife. I remember other people who were there on the lake with us that day. So if your students can do this, then they can help themselves get out of that rut that they're stuck in and start drafting, because I can actually start drafting from these ideas that I drew. So that is just strategy number 20 from the Intervention Strategy Ring for Narrative Writing, 72 lessons that you can use to help your students and intervene at any step at the point of the writing process. Here's the Teacher's Guide to Writing Intervention. You can check them out on TPT at my store, Chrissy Beltran, Buzzing with Miss B, and you can follow me at any social media at Buzzing with Miss B as well. Happy teaching!